Hey, what's up guys? DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War. Today we're going to play the Battle of Antietam, which was the single bloodiest day of the American Civil War, September 17, 1862. After his victory at the Second Battle of Bull Run, also known as Second Manassas, General Robert E. Lee entered the state of Maryland on September 3, 1862. His intention was to take the war into the Union territory with a simultaneous attack to Kentucky by the Western Confederate armies. General McClellan moved to intercept Lee with a much bigger army, outnumbered almost 2-1. General Lee prepared to meet his enemy near the town of Sharpsburg, creating a solid defense behind Antietam Creek. Cool. It's the final historical battle currently offered in the early access version of Ultimate General Civil War, and we've done two others. We've done the First Manassas, also known as the First Battle of Bull Run, which took place about a year earlier. Then we did the Battle of Gaines Mill, and I was intending to do the Malvern Hill as well, but I had a look at it and it wasn't overly interesting. These two battles are related to each other. They both play out during the 6 days battles. The 7 days battles. I was thinking of the 6-day war in Georgia. That is completely different. Which was also, of course, part of the Peninsula Campaign near Richmond, where the Union tried to attack the Confederate capital of Richmond in an attempt to sort of end the war, at least turn the tide, because all the way up until Antietam, as you can tell, they're way past Washington. They're almost up in New York here. The war was definitely going in the favor of the Confederates and General Robert E. Lee. So let's try and put a stop to that. Let's go to Antietam, and today it's going to be the first time where we play as the Union. Now, seeing as all these are historical battles, I thought I'd run you through the historical result a bit. For those of you who do not know, happened shortly after the Second Battle of Bull Run, which was also a Confederate victory like the First Battle of Bull Run. This battle I'm intending to win. Obviously, even if I played as the Confederates, who weren't exactly victorious after this battle, I would have still aimed to win. Now, if that is possible with 37,000 soldiers versus the Union's 70,000, I doubt. I don't even know how the Union Army could muster this many soldiers in 1862, right after several costly losses against the Confederates. I guess it's because they were starting to get really deep into Union territory. It was kind of a draw. The Union lost more men than the Confederates, but they beat them back. The Confederates were forced to pull out. So let's try and recreate a similar result, but without losing more men than the Confederates. I'm really going to try and make the Union victorious, both tactically and strategically. The Confederates have chosen to face our army near the town of Sharpsburg. Many say that it was strategically inconclusive too. They weren't exactly pushed out, and I agree with that, but still. The nearest bridge to the town is possibly going to be very well defended, so we need to act with caution. Most likely the Confederates will have their right flank deployed here. And this should be like early in the morning, like 6 a.m. or something. Especially judging by the darkness here. We can cross the Antietam Creek from several other passages, but there is danger for Confederate ambush or artillery bombardment from the nearby hills. The safest route to the town and the Confederate defensive lines is from the north. From here we can launch our first attack with more safety. Where's the sunken road? It should be down here somewhere. The rebels have possibly hidden some forces behind this hill, so we may need to secure it first. Confederate infantry has been detected hiding in the woods. That's the church. Yes. The area around the church is commanding their left flank and center. Here's the sunken road. Cool. Reconnaissance found that the Confederate center is situated at Sunken Road and is heavily defended with several artillery batteries. That's the city, Sharpsburg. The town is covered all the way to the west by the Potomac River. If we manage to block this road, the Confederates will be cut off from the reinforcements and we will have a chance to surround and completely destroy them. Yeah, I said Potomac. It's Potomac. I don't know why I said that in the previous video, but someone pointed it out, so... Sometimes when you're in the heat of things, you just kind of forget, what it's supposed to be. Our divisions are preparing to attack this dawn. Brace yourself, General. It's going to be a hard fight. Oh, it sure is. Yes, Hooker's division will advance south, so he's the first one to arrive. These woods are defended by Confederate infantry. Their numbers are unknown. And I think we're waiting for Burnside to bring up most of the forces. It would be a good idea to secure this hill, which can become a dangerous artillery platform for the Confederates. Roger that, and that's the church, Dunkard Church. That's going to be our main goal before we move south to Sharpsburg. The rebel positions are going to be reinforced continuously from the south, so we need to act fast and gain the momentum. So this was the single bloodiest day of the Civil War. The Battle of Gettysburg was a bloodier battle, but that took place over 3 or 4 days. This is, well, technically 3, but still, this is 1 day. What do you call it? I know what the word is in Swedish. One day. We have like afternoon and noon. One morning. I guess it's 1 morning until noon. General, if you find stiff resistance, it is advised to hold a good defensive position and wait for the rest of our forces, which will be ready to attack in about 2 hours. The thing is, waiting 2 hours for Burnside and Franklin and whatnot is gonna just take a little too long. So Hooker, I'm gonna be aggressive. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna spread out just like this. That's great. And I'm gonna take. Okay, 1st Division is good in numbers. Less mobility though, only 3 regiments and 1 artillery battery. The 3rd Division has 4, including the Iron Brigade, the Eastern Iron Brigade, and the Western Iron Brigade. So we'd have the 6th Wisconsin, 2nd Wisconsin, I believe, 14th Brooklyn, also known as the 84th New York State Militia, but they were baptized under the name of 14th Brooklyn, so they were referred to as the 14th Brooklyn throughout the rest of the war. A little disappointed to see games such as War of Rights only go with the 84th New York State Militia. They really weren't known as them at all, so that's something I guess you'll have to deal with. Okay, but 3rd Division, 1st Corps. Hookers, Monroe. Okay. Iron Brigade. That's a major general in charge. So Hooker's got to be a lieutenant general, no? 1st Corps? Surely. Patrick. Brigadier General Hoffman. He's a lieutenant colonel. Here's another lieutenant colonel. Iron Brigade. And supplies. Okay. 3rd Division. With Monroe. You guys are going to try and go for the hill. 2nd Division. I'll situate you guys on the flank. Right there. 1st Division. Center. There we go. Supplies. Stay with the artillery back here. General. Head up there. So, 1862. Confederates have been winning so far. 1st Manassas, 2nd Manassas pretty much humiliated us during the Peninsula Campaign and Lee's offensive during the seven days battles. Not good at all. We did win Shiloh, but that was in the far west. Didn't really impact the war too much on the east. But all in all, some pretty good years for the Confederates so far. And the 2nd year of the war is about to come to an end soon. Okay, so we're being shot at right now. Penn and Douglas. And we're also taking artillery fire down there. So we're going to have to set up our batteries as soon as we can. And return fire. That's 1st Division. Pull back. Why is he heading up there? Back, you fools. 3rd Division. Oh, look, Hampton. Hampton's Legion. Legendary cavalry. Confederate cavalry. Nicknamed Hampton's Legion. Okay. Anderson was forced to pull back there. Wow. Okay, we're taking lots of fire here. They're well entrenched behind the white fences back there. That isn't good at all. So, 2nd Division, our flank seems to be pretty clear. We're going to move in from it. Start engaging. 1st Division, reform. Hooker, make sure Anderson gets back here. I don't know what's going on, but we're taking monstrous casualties in the open there. It's not good at all. And their artillery is getting some good shots at us too. It was advised that we do not advance on the enemy this early on, that we should wait for reinforcements, but I don't like waiting. Walker's back here early. Okay. We're in decent cover here in the forest, so we should be fine. Anderson's back in the fight. 1st Division, reform. I want to send the supply train down here. Okay. We are capturing the hill. It's the Nicodemus Hill. Interesting. This will be a good artillery position. Hampton and Munford. Definitely some cavalry that I'd like to eliminate. Cool. That should give us more vision of the area. It definitely does. I like the battlefield positions that like do things. Such as the eye here provides more vision. It's great. Is Hampton going in for an attack? Iron Brigade. Cut him down. Look at that. Both Iron Brigades. Oh. And Hoffman's going to be opening up as well. They're charging. That's ballsy. Oh, what a volley. Okay, your bayonet charging my Iron Brigade. I'm not sure that's a good idea, Munford. Oh, they're trying to go for the artillery, aren't they? Hoffman, charge. Got him. There we go. We'll split you guys up into 2 sections. Artillery. We have the Stonewall Brigade. 280 men only? Okay. Cool. We'll be sure to bombard them in the forest. It's not going to be the most accurate fire. They're quite well protected in the forest itself, so it'll be what it is, so to speak. We've routed Douglas on that side, I believe. Or whoever it was that was opening fire. So we're going to move up a bit. No, they were just hidden. They're in the cornfield. That explains it all. I was wondering. Move up the 2nd and 1st Division to battle the 1,500 Confederates in the center. Hooker, you should follow with them. Ransom, put fire at Douglas. Matthews as well. We'll break their flank first. They've got supplies moving up as well. Good assault. I would like Patrick and the Western Iron Brigade to move in on Penn to knock down their flank there, secure the road. But right now it looks like we're doing just that over here. Don't want to overextend, but I do want to start. This is Jackson, should be at least. Yeah. Okay. We'll start shooting at the positions. Oh, okay. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. I did not intend to leave my artillery unguarded on this side. I don't know how I managed to get a gap in it, but some quick canister rounds there is going to rout Munford. Okay, I'll be sure to not leave them unprotected again. It's vital that we don't get any cavalry behind our lines. We cannot let anything seep through. There's Hampton. Got to be careful about him too. I wonder what it takes to fully rout a unit and never have them return, but Patrick, you stay with the guns. Iron Brigade, deploy some scrims, and they can start battling and start shooting at the Stonewall Brigade. As long as they pull back when that cavalry gets too close, because I know they are. It's going to be a little tricky to beat a big cavalry brigade like that with just some skirmishers. Ooh, I think I see what Hampton's going for. So I'm going to pull back, reposition the 1st Division like this. Make sure Anderson gets back, because Hampton's going to try and flank around and get Ransom. I cannot allow that to happen. So far, so good. Supplies to the front. See, you see what he's going for. We can already tell. I want to deploy Patrick right behind the battery. 3rd Division, making good progress. We got Stewart down here. Ooh, good shots there in the forest. Not a good idea. We'll detach back into the Iron Brigade. What happened to Hampton's Legion? Oh, they're down there. Good. Thought I lost track of them for a second. Okay, 6:54. It's about to be 7 o'clock in the morning. So I guess in English you say that everything up after like 6 till, or after 12, which is midnight, till like 12 and noon is morning. I presume so. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. We have like morning is like in Sweden, I presume like 3 o'clock. That's what I call it, like 3 o'clock till say 9 o'clock in the morning. And after that it's förmiddag, which is like pre-noon. We say like pre-noon, and then we have afternoon. It's before noon, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. So Hampton's Legion charged my Iron Brigade, and I think they're going to try and get him to rout, which is a little disastrous because I definitely like my Iron Brigade. Don't want that happening. And now they're going to go for the bloody artillery, aren't they? I'd like none of it. Okay, send up these guys. Have Anderson by the road junction. Okay. Damn, Hampton's Legion. Legendary Confederate cavalry. Squared off with my Iron Brigade and made them pull back. Temporarily, of course. Hooker's going to be here in the center still. We have these two guys. They're going to flank around. Douglas has been repositioned. He was over here. Warren early. Louisiana Tigers have been brought up. I think we're going to see Hood's Texans. Texas Brigade. Law as well is probably going to be here. I mean, this is Lee's army, so we're going to see all those classic brigades. Anderson is being charged now. And I'm not looking good for my artillery. In case he decides to get through. And if he does break through, it's going to be a little problematic to explain. But I don't think he will be able to break through that. Warren is moving up now. We are, however, still putting the pressure on him. We've got Christian and Hard Stuff battling off with Early here. Walker in the center, battling two other brigades. And Hampton's Legion decided to skirmish with me. Initiate at mounted skirmishing. Okay. Warren is initiating melee against fairly... I'd like to know which regiments are in the brigades. It'd be really interesting too, because I don't know many of these brigadier generals by like heart, like what regiments they had in their brigades. I really don't. So it can be tricky at times. But we're flanking around here. The hill is just taking so much fire now. I think it's about time. We have to arrive quickly to the left side of that forest to support. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here comes Hampton again. Magleton's being routed back. But so is Warren. I'm afraid we've committed a little too much to the right flank. Our center is not very strong at all. Jeez. Okay. Iron Brigade, you have to hold. You have to hold that position. As best you can. Because we got Hoffman and the Eastern Iron Brigade on their way too. That is going to be what will relieve you. Damn it. Magleton, now would be a good time to go back. How's supplies looking down here? Probably pretty good. The supply train's got about half left. Okay. Jesus. This is not good at all. This ain't good at all. Magleton, double time it. Get to the artillery, double time it. Here comes Munford. Come on. I think we might be able to discourage them. Melly, no. Volley. Damn, this is epic. Oh, shit, Matthews. We got him. Yes. Oh, okay, Burnside should be arriving. Yes, look at that. The first wave of attack was not as successful as we expected, but revealed the intention of the Confederates to hold their line and defend the town. I don't know about that. They're counterattacking, sir. Now we can send the rest of our forces down the valley. Dunkirk Church must be held to clear the left flank of the Confederates. Sunken Road is an important position. The rebels will probably defend it with strong forces. Okay, Porter and his corps coming from that side. Is that 2nd Corps? No, probably 7th Corps. According to our reconnaissance, the rebels have more forces available, but we do not know if they are now held in reserve, or if they're en route from Harper's Ferry. It's 5th Corps, actually, as a matter of fact. 7th Corps is... Where's 7th Corps? It's up here. Of course, Burnside. 2 Corps. Wow. Sumner. Holy crap. And the zoom out was greatly increased. Now we can see the entire battlefield. So we need to get our bearings going. Burnside, 2nd Corps or 7th Corps, you're going to take Hooker's old position in the center. Burnside's going to be primarily going to attack the church. Hooker, I'm going to put you on the left side. You've got a big force. So make your way back there. Try and reposition yourself. You need ammo. Where's the ammo train? Supplies. There we go. It's half done, but it'll be able to provide to everyone in that area. Okay. Porter. 5th Corps. Let's make it across. Set up right there. Cavalry. Whitting, Martin, Whitting, Farnsworth, and Russia's Lancers. Martin is the artillery back there. I had like a pronunciation problem. Martin. Let's put you guys on this side. Minus the artillery, which I don't want you to have. I want the 2nd U.S. to follow with Porter. Cool. So we're coming in on the flank there from the east. Texas Brigade. What are you up to? Being shot at by artillery in the open, but they are in need of ammunition. Now they're being gunned down by Anderson. They're caught in the open. It's a bad spot. Jackson's going to reorganize his forces around Dunkirk Church. Sumner, you've got a whole lot of troops here. I think we can keep some people in reserves, like these guys back here. 1st Division. Let's deploy the 3rd Division, especially with the Irish Brigade. And 2nd Division. We'll have the 3rd Division over there, and I'll deploy 2nd Division behind as reserves. 1st Division will be rear reserves back there behind the road in the forest. And we got plenty of supply trains here. 1 and 2. 1 will go with Burnside, and 1 will go with the 2nd and 1st Division. Or 2nd and 3rd, actually, I believe. 1st is in reserves. Hooker and your 1st Corps. How's it looking? Getting back into things here. We're going to move up. Get everyone into position. For some reason, it doesn't, like, include the supply train, which I don't understand why. Burnside. I think we're ready to move on to Church. Burnside's going to be moving up first. Taking the center. 7,000 soldiers. Good luck, Burnside. Hooker still has 7,800 in it. Porter's got 5,000 coming in from the flank. 2,000 cavalrymen. 7,000 on Burnside. And a mighty whopping 16,000 here under Sumner. With 1st Division. 2,000 soldiers in reserve. No, actually, more than that. We're talking like 6,000 men reserve, so 10,000 active on the front. Perfect. It's going to be an annoying walk to get up the hill, but supposedly it'll be worth it. Let's get the cavalry in on this side. Walker's coming up. They're pulling back though. Hayes. Artillery's way out of range. So I'm definitely moving these guys up too. Okay, so they do have troops here to defend Penn, Hampton, Pelham. The boys are back in town. 7th Corps. We're moving up. I gotta stop selecting the artillery because they should just be kept to where they are. So the entire 1st Corps and their artillery batteries will be positioned here by the hill. That's going to provide excellent cover. Christian. Swap place with Anderson. Anderson will go back and stay with the artillery. So will the supplies for now. Okay, I'm going to ride the supply train just along this line like this. Or I'll start there and then go to the left. Burnside, come up with the supplies. 2nd Corps, 2nd Division, 3rd Division. Let's move up 3rd Division. 2nd Division will follow behind. Supplies are moving up. Porter down here is routing some of the troops with plenty of men. Boom, just like that. Hayes and Martin will provide artillery support from that side. Walker, Farnsworth, and Whitting. Okay. You're all capable of shooting. So let's shoot at Walker. Nice. Then ride back quickly. Sweet. Little skirmish in action there on the right side. This is the sunken road. It's going to be probably where most of the Confederates will be focused around. Manning is moving up. Burnside. Moving up. Hooker. Are you guys rested yet? What's the condition here? 71, 100. How's the morale? Hooker, do a little tour of duty too. Ride around. Get everyone inspired. Keep some infantry on the hill. Just make sure we always have that vision secured. Oh, wow. Look at the fight. Burnside is really getting into it here. Look at the losses are going up quite quickly, though. Pelham is just pounding us. Reposition for a second there. Crawford's pulling out. Too much artillery near the Dunkirk Church here. Whoa, that's the city edge down there. That is not good. We don't want to get too into that. Let's have our artillery, or cavalry. Russia's lancers. Ooh, okay. So we're spotting now. Let's charge Hampton and with Whiting and Farnsworth, because I really don't want Hampton's Legion roaming around here. So getting engaged in melee with that guy should be fine. We'll have the 2nd U.S. here providing some artillery. I'm actually going to put him right there. Keep the Lancers back here. And then I'm going to pull back my cavalry right there too as well. Okay. I think it's time we broaden this attack. 2nd Division. You're going to fill the gap between 3rd Division and Porter. Hooker. Your supplies are empty now. You've given that all up. Burnside's half of Burnside's 7th Corps just pulled back. Okay. 1st Corps will advance. What's the artillery range? Well, it would be better to have them by the forest edge anyway. Burnside, get your corps back together. Taking so much artillery fire from Dunkirk Church. That is crazy. We might even have to use the reserves of the 2nd Corps here. 1st Division, form up behind Burnside. Bring up the artillery as well. We need the batteries. If the supplies are empty, then send them back to, I don't know, send them back to Ohio. Or Michigan or something north of here. Sunken Road is going to get tight. I can tell you that much. We'll have some cavalry here protecting the artillery. But we have a good number of Union forces here. Lots of artillery battling the Confederates by the Sunken Road. We're going to move up the 3rd and 2nd Division any second now. Irish Brigade will be advancing in the open. This is cool. 2nd Division moving up as well. Artillery will follow. Supply wagon in between. Burnside. Get your men back together. Immediately. Hooker. So, without selecting your bloody artillery, which is great, by the way. That should be all of it. Let's move up. Let's get some ground here. Come out of the forest with 7,000 men. We're going to take the left side here of the Dunkirk Church Road, and that should be fine. 7th Corps. Fill up the gaps, and next I will remember to not move the artillery around. Look at that. These batteries are massive. Hayes and Martin, 20 guns each, 13. It's 33 guns firing away. That is chaotic. But look at the battle formation here. Thousands of Confederates formed up. Quite some scary numbers. Lots of them too. We might even see ourselves outflanked a bit here if Wright decides to move up. We have Kershaw here, Posey, Pryor, Ripley, Sanders, Ransom, Armistead, Colquitt, Louisiana Tigers, McRae, Pearson, Anderson. There we go, boys. 1st Corps. Moving up. Burnside. Minus the artillery. Your 7th Corps has been reformed. Nice. Let's move up. Morale is good. Could be better, but it'll have to do. 2nd Corps. 2 divisions. Move up the center. Let's go. Artillery will be supporting. Come on. A little tricky here. Griffin's going to be taking a lot of flank and fire. Okay, I'm going to send up my Lancers and Cavalry just to poke at the Confederate southern flank there. Because my Confederates here from Porter's Corps, 5th Corps, or my Union soldiers, sorry, not Confederates. Jeez. They're a little confused, a little disorganized there on the flank. No one likes being the far flank. No one does. Okay, well, we're getting good numbers up on this side. They're all mixed, though. So the entire Corps is working as one, which I presume works, but I would like to still have them in divisions, but it'll have to do. Moving up. Burnside. We're gonna, like, have to charge their artillery. It would be good to get some cavalry up on our side, though. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Porter, get your corps back together. Stockton and Hayes. Barnes is part of Porter's. There we go. Let's shoot at Kershaw. That should be fun. I'm gonna get my Whiting up on the hill just for more coverage. We don't want to charge him. No, 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 don't charge him. I see you charging. No charging. There's a helicopter outside. Hopefully you can't hear that too clearly. Ammo's low on these guys. But they'll still be firing. I'm not sure what the ammo does right now in the game, but people who run out of ammo still fire it. So, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we need to broaden the flank. Just move down quite drastically. We have routed the artillery in by the church, as a matter of fact. That's nice. So we'll head up and take it. Just like that. Burnside will hold that. 1st Corps. Minus the artillery again. I might move the artillery up later. You guys are going to be forming way differently. Really form like a wing around. So we can surround the city. And ultimately also go at the sunken road. 6th Corps. Cool. Brooks, Hancock, and Irwin. Oh, it's Hancock. He's only a brigadier general at the time, but he was, I think he was promoted after this battle to major general. So, it's a nice promotion. But he's going to be moving up. Let's make him earn it. There's some batteries back here that will be easy pickings. But look, they're like reforming their rear now. The AI is so good in this game. It's always interesting. They're like giving up the sunken road. It's like they know what's coming, and it's like they can't really do anything about it. Wait, can I abort orders? Can I abort? Perfect, that worked. Let's move up these guys. 3rd Division minus the artillery. Burnside. You got it all cleared off, don't you? Move you guys up as well through the forest. Really hold that church. And I think it's about time we start moving up the artillery now. There we go. Everyone's going to their spots. Sumner and the 1st Division can move up here. Cool. Supplies will be moving up to the church. Power supplies looking on this side. They're going to need ammo down here, so we're going to have to borrow some of that. Infantry here is still good in supplies. Oh, damn, Texas Brigade charging us. We are taking out their artillery, though. We might do a little artillery trade down here at the south. I'm not really worried about any of these things because, I don't know, things are working out. Border is vital to the attack down here. And now we're routing them here, too. Evans is being pushed back. Good tidings, good tidings. Let's deselect the artillery. Let's move up. Let's take the road. 2nd Division. We're taking the road. 3rd Division. Irish Brigade and everyone, you guys ready? We're moving in. Go for it, guys. Burnside. Minus the artillery. And supplies and whatnot. We are pushing up as well. 1st Corps. Hooker. Get your men up. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Dunkerchurch is still being contested, but the sunken road is where things are going to go down right now. I'll tell you that much. Sumner, keep your men inspired. And move up 1st Division, will you? They're going to be needed right here to fill potential gaps between Gordon and the Irish Brigade. Between Burnside and your own corps. Okay, it looks like my cavalry has been put to good use. They're kind of behind the enemy lines now, which is very unpreferable for the poor Confederates. But they sort of took out a lot of guns and crew members here from the 2nd U.S. Battery. Hayes and Martin, I'm moving you guys up right there to the hill. Are you guys supplied? Well, it's looking better than it used to. Tompkins. Moving you up as well. Petite, moving you up too. Ayers, I'm moving you up too. Frank, you come too. You guys are slow as hell. Get there, let's go. Hookers minus the artillery. Let's move up. Cool. Farnsworth is doing good. He's got a lot of kills, taking a lot of casualties though. He had a big cavalry brigade by the time he started, but right now he's just like cleaning up. Here he's gonna go for ransom. We're gonna do some counter artillery fire down here with what we have left of the 2nd U.S. 2 guns can still be crewed, and we're gonna be shooting at Walton. Porter, I'm gonna ask a lot of your men right now, but we need to advance up this hill. We need to like basically have our backs exposed to Kershaw and the sunken road. But that's just how it's gonna have to be right now. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Let's move up these guys too. Look at this fight. This is gorgeous. It's worth a little screenshot. Maybe 2 or 3. Hopefully that wasn't interfering anything. Walton. Farnsworth is just owning it up. Damn. And as soon as I see more artillery batteries and supply trains throughout the battlefield, I'm going to be attacking them. That's what the cavalry should be doing. You should be attacking the cavalry and whatnot. Sumner, keeping everyone impressed. Not impressed, but you know what I mean. 2nd Corps, 3rd Division. Minus the artillery reform. Reform, pull back a bit. Dana is part of the 2nd Division. But we're breaking them at Sunken Road right now. It's looking promising. And the flanking maneuver here seemed to be useful. I think it broke the morale quite heavily of the people back there defending. You always want to defend your front line. You don't want to be defending against things that people have already gotten through. What's the point of defending that? You have enemy boots behind you. It's not good at all. Russia's Lancers is going to charge and take out the rest of Walton. Farnsworth, charge lead. Hooker, your men have done great today. Been up since early morning fighting the Confederates. But, oh, I didn't mean that. But I need you guys to be continuously pressing here. Manning, I know he's got 1,000 Confederates. They're staring you down. But keep advancing. You guys are doing great. Burnside, 7th Corps. Hold the church. It's still being contested right now. We have Warren only a couple of 100 feet outside the church, away from the church right now, so needs to be dealt with. You won't move your corps until I say so. Big formations here too. General Franklin mobilizes all his troops for the attack in the center. Wow. Hello, Franklin. I knew you were going to be there sooner or later. But isn't he in charge of all these guys? 1st Division, or have there yet to be more troops to arrive? I'm not sure. The supply chain is empty, so I'm sending it up. How are we looking with supplies here? You guys have some left. I'm gonna pretty good on supplies over here, but the center here, Philadelphia, at least Caldwell, you might need some. You guys are okay. It'll last throughout the battle. General Burnside must pass the bridge. Ooh, look at that. 9th Corps. As it seems the rebels have spent all of their army to counter our frontal assault, we can now attempt to pass the stone bridge and flank them. There it is, Sharpsburg. We have to battle over the city. Okay. We need to capture both. We need to make sure we have both the Sunken Road and the Dunker Church. The Dunker Church is still being contested. The Confederates still technically control the Sunken Road. But look at the amount of troops we just have in here. What the hell? 5th Corps. Rest of Porters arrived. Cool. 2nd Division. We'll move across with artillery. 3rd Division. We'll cross as well and sit in reserves for now. Supplies will be moved up to 1st Division that arrived first, of course. And then over here, 9th Corps. Let's see what we got here. Can 1st Division cross down here? They can. Perfect. 2nd Division. Let's move you guys up. 3rd Division. And 4th. Sit pretty. We got everything we need over here right now. I'm going to move up the entire 2nd Corps as one big unit. Actually, no. How do I abort an order? I click backspace? No, that didn't work. Last time I clicked escape and then escaped out of it, but that'll be fine. Burnside, you will just hold back there. Where are you? There you are. Perfect. You're empty. Head up. We got the Sunken Road. More troops. Look at that. Okay. We'll send him down. To Porter. So many Union troops are crossing out. 70,000 in total. That's what we had during the battle itself. I'm not sure we have 70,000 on the field, but we're close to it. I can hardly count. There's so many units. I can't even fill them all down here. That's how many we have. I need to put Hooker on the far left of this side of the road. Farnsworth's gonna scout around the city. Burnside. I think I can fit you in the middle. Perfect. You fit right in the middle. That's great. 2nd Corps. Once again. 1st Division. It's going to keep you a little bit cold on the side there. I'm sorry about that. 3rd Division minus the artillery. You need to rest. Together with the 2nd Division. Fact is, the entire 7th Corps. No, 2nd Corps. Y'all need a rest. So I'm going to keep you back there. Porter, 5th Corps. Move up 2nd and 3rd Division. Move them up further. I want 2nd Division down there. I want 3rd Division to take over from the 1st Division. And I want 3rd Division. Pull back. Rearm. Perfect. Let's cross this bridge. We'll see if there's any Confederates defending down there. Got 3,000. Union soldiers moving from the south. Far south of Sharpsburg. Brigadier William N. Pendleton. Cool. Artillery moving up. There we go. Best, Frank, Ayres, Petit, and Tompkins. Line up. I want the greatest artillery display we've seen in a long time. Third Division and Second Division. Moving up. Cool. We're getting the entire town surrounded now. This is pretty epic. Whoa. We got Confederates down here. Line up, boys. Let's get some skirmishers deployed. Ninth Corps. Third Division. Okay, let's move up. Ooh, let's move up and get ready to cross. Okay, now they're going to be trying to defend us. Okay. They're kind of leaving Sharpsburg for the taking, just to defend against the southern flanks. But I guess they do need to retreat south to get out of Maryland, don't they? So, makes all the sense in the world to me. We don't need the artillery right now. Not in the offensive role. Well, always. Artillery is always used in any role, but there's a defensive, there's an offensive, you name it. There's something for it, always. But right now, we don't necessarily need it as much as we used to. I think it's time for Hooker's Corps to relax soon. He's taking 31% casualties. Porter is fine. Cavalry's taking lots. Burnside has taken 20%. Sumner's 14%. Franklin 0%. Haven't been in action yet. And now we're starting to lose men down here as our skirmishers are getting involved in action up there. Harlan, get your skirmishers back. Fairchild, get your skirmishers back too. Do we have some cavalry down here? Possibly. Devon, what are you part of? But whose corps? Jeez, I can't even find you on the list. Christ. Okay. Doesn't say. Rank 1. We have a lot of low-ranking units here up against the Confederates with substantially more rank. Look at Garnett. Look at Murray. All these guys are new. Kanawha Division. That's cool. Ewing is wounded in action. Burnside. You never cease to amaze. You and your men are excellent fighters. Hookers, you're moving in with Burnside. We need a good flank of the city. Just like that. This is going to be a good one, boys. Supplies. Okay, 5th Corps, 3rd Division. Minus Weed. Move up. Then what else? We have 2nd Division down there, minus Barnes. Move up to take the flank. Actually, I combine you two. Just like that. No, just like that. Barnes and Weed. Set up on the hill. Together with the 2nd U.S. Well, the 1st Division resting. All supplied up. Good. I'm going to send some supply trains up this way. You guys are empty. So I'm going to move you up too. Capture Sharpsburg. That's the last objective now. We're holding this. Fairchild, get back into Harlan's. We'll move 2 divisions up. 2nd and 3rd Division will move up. 1st Division is still fighting McRae down here. Devon, I'll move you up with 1st Division. Christ and Welsh. That's 4th Division. Keep you guys in reserves here with the artillery. Sharpsburg is in our sight. We're moving up. This is good stuff, guys. Artillery will be supporting and bombarding the city. Look at that. We're even entering the town now. Oh, look at this. They're shooting a canister down the streets. And I guess we'll just have to volley back at them. The entire second corps. The entirety of the corps. I'm going to reform you. Minus the artillery. We don't need that right now. Actually, no. I don't want that either. I don't know. How did I? Oh, there we go. So... escape and then right click. That works. First division. Second division. Third division. Perfect. Franklin. So artillery moving up. Yes, I hope so. Porter and Franklin. Sorry, bloody pronunciation sometimes. Porter and Franklin. It's like my tongue is playing games with me. We got Lancers still here. What are these guys? This is what happens when I'm given 50,000 men or something. What do I do? What do I do with you guys? Okay, cool action going down over here. Plenty of fighting. Confederates are really trying to defend their southern approach here. Okay, second and third division. I'm gonna move you around the town to aid the attack down here. There's gonna be plenty of Confederates in front of you though. Second Corps, I think Burnside. I'll allow you to take the city itself. Burnside will head in and secure the city, just like you secured Dunkard Church. What is my good friend Hancock doing? He's back in reserve still. Damn it, he's supposed to be promoted this battle, I think. So, whatever he's doing now. I mean, sometimes you just earn a promotion because you're an overall cool guy. There we go. Let's flank around the back. How's ammunition? It's okay. Could be worse. Supplies really low here for the Iron Brigade and company. So, where are my supplies? Here we go. Sending you guys to Burnside. You're gonna need it. Still in some good combat down there. No flanking opportunities. Plenty of Confederates just pulling out, as I can tell. They're just heading out. They're done. They can't hold this city. So outnumbered. So outgunned. Moving up. 3 batteries and the general. First Division, 5th Corps. Put you guys in a bit of a resting mood back there, so I'm going to move you up. With supporting artillery, of course. 6th Corps. You guys haven't done much at all. Fact is, you've done nothing. But it's always good to have reserves. You never know what the Confederates throw at us. We have so many people back in reserves over here. Ammo is short. I'm going to send some ammo to the artillery that's been firing away for a long time back there now. Got some nice formations outside the city. And the city is by no means not being attacked. We have thousands, tens of thousands of troops attacking. Hooker's 1st Corps, 7,000. Burnside, 5,000. And the 5th Corps, Porters, with 11,000. Almost all combat active. Very nice stuff. People are starting to run out of ammo down here. I guess this is when you fix bayonets and charge. We're going to be beating back 100 or so Confederates who are just defending the river.
It's not a fight at all. Some Confederates are still trying to hold the city here. Walker and Manning have been very active today. Good job, guys, but you're not stopping us. We are stopping you from entering further into Union territory. It's time to turn the tide of the war. Single bloodiest day of the American Civil War. Can you dig it? I think I can. I think I can definitely understand. I think I can definitely grasp the intensity of this fight. The size of it. Went on for, well, it's been going on for 7 hours now. Which makes sense. Can you imagine how tired you'd be? And how many men you'd, like, that's why you have to swap out regiments and companies and battalions and brigades. From front line to back line and whatnot. But the city should be ours in roughly 25 in-game minutes. So by 2 o'clock, little before, we should be owning the city. Well, 6th Corps, Franklin, why don't you guys just head home? There's really no use for any of this. I mean, I have so many men back here that I literally cannot use. There is no strategical benefit in deploying these men other than just putting them out for more Confederate fire and stray bullets and artillery and whatnot. We have as much firepower as we could muster at the front right now. There's no need for any of this. We have a whole battery sitting by here that could fire at any Confederates that got in their range, but they're not in range. That makes me think, though, that we could probably put them up here. Yes, let's always bring up the artillery. You guys, let's put you by the front of the city. Let's move up you guys as well, right there. Let's bring up all the artillery we can. I like to have them formed up batteries like that. Power. Some real power at our hands now. And let's move up this artillery too. Let me get some supplies going up there. Except we need an ammo down here. We need the ammo. Look at the power. Strategically engineered we are. And it's been a very good fight. Thoroughly good fight. What the hell am I doing? Do that again. Boom. Try it again this time. There we go. Give it a little tricky. Tyndale, let's charge Manning. Crawford, you too. Some city fighting. Are the supplies on the way? Now they're empty. But these guys have been given some ammunition. Not a lot though. The supply train is pretty much empty because it's been riding through everything. Supplies are cool. I like it. It's not like you don't have to be overly detailed about it or have to keep an eye on absolutely everything. It doesn't demand that out of you, which is really nice. Because otherwise I can think that can take some focus off like commanding and the game itself. But it's really nice. It's a nice addition. You guys have supplies and ammo. There's some Confederate units you can fire right down there. I like how the battle has now like extended into this fight down here. The retreat, so to speak, of the Confederate army at Antietam and Sharpsburg. Very nice. That's it. It's over. Cool. Ended at 1341. Commanders and leaders victory at Antietam. Nice. Pendleton, Longstreet, Jackson, Stewart, Franklin, Hooker, Porter, Alfred Pleasanton, Mansfield, Sumner, and Burnside. 62,000 infantrymen, 31,000 Confederates, 9,000 casualties for the Union, and 18,000 for the Confederates. It's almost turned around. It wasn't quite as big of a difference. I think the Union lost 12,000 and Confederates 10. But man, look at that. Let's see who we're promoted. Ewing, wounded. We have 3 promotions here to Major General. Cool. Henry Strainer, deceased. Colonel. Richard Rush, promoted. Ah, Hancock. Yes, he was indeed promoted. And Franklin became a lieutenant general of the entire army. Cool. I'm not sure what army it would be. Would this be like, because I think they were both an army. There was a Southern Army of Potomac and a Northern Army of Potomac at the early starts of the war. And then I think, I'm not sure if the South then had it, and then the North one had a different one. God damn it. Can't remember, but I'll look it up right now. Let's take a look at the custom battle. What does that have? Battle of Dunkirk Church. So we've technically done that. Hold Dunkerchurch to gain territorial superiority. Sorry, I was trying to read on my phone and the screen at the same time. Not sure how that works. Army of Potomac. Let's see here. At Gettysburg. So it was the North. That's what I'm seeing. But it was also a Southern army sometime of the war. And then I guess the other one would be the Army of Northern Virginia at Gettysburg. Yes, Army of Northern Virginia. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon again.